that I don't know what it is. I mean, you can say that the Empire, their architecture, all looks similar of how they build their stations and whatever, but that shit is straight up the Death Star. I'm just gonna say it.
So the speculation is that at some point,
look at it. Look at it.
I know that at some point when they were building the sets, or at least designing them, that this was supposed to take place on the Death Star.
Oh, absolutely. I would bet that. That's the same little control panel where Han speaks into it, and everything's fine up here. How are you? What's your ID number? And then he shoots it.
Boring conversation anyway.
Right. It's that same exact
all those
panel.
things you're talking about are fun. That's a fun sequence. And there's a point to it. They're actually accomplishing something.
Uh-oh. Admiral Raddus has gone rogue. He's going to fight. Oh, I guess we are.
I guess, okay,
Wait
we'll go there too.
Wasn't I in charge? No, my best friend.
God, that's set up for a video game.
It was very nice of the Empire to conveniently and evenly scatter out all those things that they hide behind.
So they're giving them a set for their video game to take place in, is what that is.
Ah. Oh, look, it was those two.
R2-D2 and C-3PO cameo.
Yeah.
Hurry up, you gotta get on the ship before episode 4 starts.
in 15 minutes.
Yeah, why have them there? Why if you're going to have a cameo with R2-D2 and C-3PO, have it on the ship that Princess Leia's on? Because they're on that ship?
Maybe those are just two robots that happen to look exactly like C-3PO and R2-D2.
It's very possible. And sound just like C-3PO.
That's the pre-programmed robot voice.
My guess is that they shot that before they added all the stupid Princess Leia crap.
Yes, I think that whole ending that we'll get to, which people seem to love, even though it's embarrassing and terrible. I think that's all a part of the reshoots. I think it would have to be.
Yeah. Somebody said, why don't we have Darth Vader in this?
Yeah.
Why don't we have...
Let's have this go right up to the moment that A New Hope starts.
So it's nice and clear.
So it's nice and clean and not terrible at all. And here we have a badass reveal. Instead of them just showing up, we have to have this badass shot of it coming through the fog.
Yep. Because I remember how badass those things were.
Yeah. Yeah, when they're introduced in Empire, they're just there.
Yeah.
They're just a part of the battle.
This is Star Wars porn at its finest.
Yeah.
Whoa! That's very J.J. Abrams.
The way they come out of hyperspeed like that?
Wasn't there a thing in Empire where so-and-so Admiral came out of light speed too early and they detected them approaching? That's why the rebels were able to put their shields up in time. That's why he got choked by Vader.
Ooh, possibly. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's definitely it. It's so-and-so brought us out of light speed too early. Colm scan has detected an energy field around, blah, 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 blah. And then that's why Vader chokes that one guy and kills him. So really the Empire could have just went zip, right in front of Hoth within a millisecond and started bombarding the rebel base.
The greatest Empire.
Rich, it's so fucking great.
It's so great that it's propped up Star Wars for the last 40 years.
When after choking fucking every fucking admiral in that movie at the end, Vader just he doesn't have it in him to choke the last one. He's just like,
He just walks off.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
But this movie has more action.
Yes.
And Vader's more badass in this because he cuts people up with a lightsaber.
And that makes him more intimidating than someone who can just get a bunch of people to do his work for him and then just casually stroll in afterwards. It's more badass if he just chops everybody apart like a horror movie villain. It says more about his character.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, Jay. Absolutely. Oh, God. See, the Rebel fleet showing up without planning it fucked their plan up. Because they would have had that shield open and they could have just got on their ship and left.
Yeah.
And now they can't even transmit the plans through because
Oh,
they
God.
closed the shield. Now they're just like fucked all around.
Who the fuck is Admiral Akbar when you need him? He wouldn't have done that shit.
Why don't we wait? His brother, Admiral Radis, is a little more impulsive.
Is that character's name?
Yeah.
Admiral Radis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck it, let's go.
Why do you think Admiral
Here's a
Akbar is
shot.
so wary of traps?
Oh, wait.
It's coming up.
Okay.
He's so wary of traps.
My brother is so impulsive. That's how he died.
I
Akbar's
missed
always
it.
talking about traps.
Yeah.
It's a trap.
Here he just, it's a bad idea. They could be secretly covert. We're just going to fuck it all up for them. I guess that's what happens when you don't, work together. Maybe this is a movie about teamwork. They had the...
This is a movie about the importance of teamwork.
The importance
Don't follow our examples.
Yes, exactly. Everyone unanimously agreed not to deal with the Death Star problem and to hide.
Yes.
And half of them decided to not do that. And then while they were doing it, the other half of that half decided to help. when
And fucked everything up.
yes.
Yeah.
And they didn't know they were coming, and so it's three different opinions all working together.
This movie makes me root for the Empire.
Yeah, the Empire at least
They've
is
got their
organized.
shit together.
Yeah,
Everything's clean.
Yeah.
yeah. No, nobody looks like they need a bath. but damn, do all the special effects and sets and costumes and characters look great.
All the space battle stuff is wonderful. I always liked, even though none of our main characters, aside from Lando, are in the space battle at the end of Jedi, I always thought the execution of that whole sequence is really great. And this tops it.
It tops it only in technical ability.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
There's a certain flow and greatness to the end of Jedi. Just specifically, we don't need to see too much. And then that was limitation.
Yeah.
It's just here's a couple of things. The whole shot right there. Not this shot, but the X-wings flew around and shot at a leg of a thing, and then it just ended.
And then we cut away.
That wasn't necessary.
Sure.
It was just here's a thing that's happening outside. Oh, for some reason there's handles.
Yeah. Well,
It's fine.
It's like a claw machine.
They use it. Maybe that's like a what you would call a clean room in there inside where gets the handles, takes the thing out, but then this happens. I think.
I just want to know what the fuck they're storing on that thing. The Death Star plans, they fit on a little thing, a little palm-sized thing. That thing's the size of a building.
They got a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah, and the Death Star plans are.
That's a plans for a complicated machine the size of a fucking moon.
Yeah, what else are they storing?
Detailed plans for the entire universe.
They have Disney's plans for future Star Wars movies, and all of James Cameron's plans for future Avatar films.
Right. It's the Emperor's Porn Collection.
I can't wait till James Cameron has Avatar 2 go head-to-head with the Star Wars movie.
Oh,
Oh,
he'll
and
do
Chris-
it too because he's an
Sure,
arrogant fucker.
sure. Until that day.
Yeah.
By the time Avatar 2 comes out, everyone that embarrassingly dressed up like a Na'vi will be like have kids and a real job.
And shame.
Yes. Their friend will call them up. Do you remember 15 years ago when we thought we were Navis? do you want to do... Oh, never mind. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so embarrassing.
He should have made the sequel like a year later. I would have gone to see it.
Yeah.
But now I'm deeply embarrassed of those photos.
He's going to go head to head with episode 9.
Yeah. I would just love if Avatar 2 just bombed.
I think there's a possibility that it will.
And he's got 6 films planned, shooting at one time.
Yeah.
Are you saying it's going to be like the Titanic? You know, it's going to bomb? Avatar 2 will be
What?
like the Titanic?
The Titanic didn't bomb, it sunk.
Not the movie. I'm talking about like the ship.
I know, the ship sunk.
Yeah,
The movie will be like...
It
It'll
didn't-
sink
it
like
wasn't-
the ship.
So you should have said sink and not bomb, and it would have made sense.
Yeah. It hit an iceberg, Rich. There was no explosion. I don't know if you were aware of this. I think the joke center of Rich's brain is not functioning
Okay.
properly. He needs a lobotomy.
Did you know, though, that the Titanic was a real thing?
Oh, yeah.
That
It really
actually happened?
It really happened.
You knew that? No.
Oh, wait. This is the exciting scene.
Where he has to plug the thing in the thing,
He's
but it
got-
gets caught briefly.
Yes, it gets caught briefly until it no longer is caught.
Marty, we've got to get those Death Star plans.
It's exactly like the end of Back to the Future when Doc Brown has to go climb up on the clock.
I seem to recall there being consequences in that movie, though, to that not happening.
Yeah.
What's going to happen if he doesn't plug the thing into the thing here?
Well,
They
he'll
won't
just
be
have,
able to transmit the Death Star plans because it needs all these things hooked up in just the right way, or it won't transmit.
but at this point they don't even have the Death Star plans. It's
Yeah.
not like they're hitting the button to send.
yeah.
and they have
There's
only
not
a
an
minute.
immediacy.
Yeah, there's no
Where
immediacy.
it's like, oh, my thing is caught. I'll just get it uncaught.
like with Doc Brown, Marty was driving the car.
Yes.
And,
it's down to the last second.
They knew the second the lightning would strike, and he had to connect that cord, or else Marty was stuck in 1955.
Yeah, but this action scene is very gritty, and I can finally take Star Wars seriously.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, they don't even have the plans yet. He's already hooking the cable up to transmit them. They don't even have them. So I really don't feel much tension at his mild, minor complication of the cord. Oh, no, he's got to run back 20 feet to unhook it from that barrel. Oh, no. It's going to take approximately 15 seconds for him to run back to get some more slack on that cable.
And the only likable character is dead.
Bye.
Yeah, here's the part of the movie where all the characters start to die in one after the other.
And this is where you realize where they're going.
Yeah. Well, that's the first death. And then now... Well, actually, it's after Cassian, his death. That's when it's like knocking them off one by one in quick succession.
Well, yeah, he has a fake-out death first.
That's true.
Then comes back and just shoots Krennic. There's no...
Well, that's how you solve all the problems in this movie. There's no sort of clever, way out. It just everybody just shoots.
I love at the end, Krennic confronts Jin, and he goes, "Who are you?" And she goes, "You know." And then there's like an awkward pause, and she goes, "I'm Galen Erso's daughter." And it's like, what? It's supposed to go, "Who are you?" And then she says, "You know." And then Krennic goes, "You're Galen Erso's daughter." She has to tell him because he really just does not give a fuck. And then you think there's going to be some sort of thing like, "You killed my father. You're a monster. Blah 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 blah. You must atone for all this damage you're going to do with this super weapon." But then he just gets shot by Cassian, and he falls down, and then the movie ends.
And then all the children in the theater cry.
Yes. Yeah, this needed a ticking clock. That's like the easiest thing to throw into a film. Needed a ticking clock. I was thinking about watching the X-Wings fly around. I was thinking about Force Awakens for a second, and there's a ticking clock. I mean, there is at the end of A New Hope. It's like, okay, the thing's going to be fully charged once it drains all the power from the sun. And then once it does that, it's going to blow up the planet we're on. It's very familiar.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, but it's a ticking clock.
Right.
And then it's the easiest element to throw in there.
But Mike, The Force Awakens is the worst movie ever made. It's worse than the prequels.
How about this?
Because it's just like
oh,
A New
here's the
Hope.
shot. This is Krennic eventually.
So Krennic comes off of here?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Awkwardly cut.
So now it's just a shot that's in there
just
for
a
no
shot.
reason.
We're in there for no reason. Krennic's death troopers decide to land on the beach and start fighting for no reason. But anyway, how about this? The rebel fleet comes in and shoots at the shield generator thing and temporarily disables it to where the shield is open. The Empire kind of fixes it, and the shield's just slowly closing.
Ah, there you go.
Fuck the satellite dish and everything. Would they look up, they see a little schematic that on a screen that says the shield hole is closing. We have X amount of time to
Or they
get...
see it because it's, you know,
Or
it's
they
an
see
orbit
it up
over
in
their
the
fucking
sky.
heads.
Yeah.
Whatever. I have the plans in my hand. We have to run through this battle to get to spaceship Y and climb on board and get up into the sky and fly through that hole before it closes. Once it closes, we're fucked. The rebel fleet left. We can't take this much more of this. We got to get out of here. And then now they're left all alone on the beach, and they got to get to the spaceship to get through the space hole before it closes. I just shat that out, and it's probably a little more exciting and tense and heart-pounding
Sure.
than absolutely nothing.
But it's so gritty.
Then everybody's just flying around.
Just everyone's flying around shooting at each other.
Yeah.
Oh, she almost dropped it. Oh, that was...
Oh, it was mildly stuck.
Oh, I was scared for a moment that she would have dropped those Death Star plans. Even the sliding door. That's the fucking Death Star. Fuck you. Fuck this movie. So much cleverness. They should have come up with a way where, like, the claws didn't work and they had to find a different way to get it out of the thing. Instead of just, like, brute force, just jumping on the thing and pulling it out. And it's just so dumb.
Well, the whole end of this movie is just dumb and blatant.
Why didn't they get whoever wrote the Mission Impossible scripts to write the script for this film?
Did Gareth Edwards write this?
I don't think so.
I guess nobody really wrote it. This is sort of a room full of people came up with ideas, and then somebody physically jotted them down.
No.
Yeah, I'm one with the Force, and the Force is with me.
So in the original cut, because I saw those Death Troopers there, so Krennic is probably around here somewhere?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
What a mess.
Yeah.
I mean, story-wise, it's not a complete mess, but it's just so, like, clunky and pointless.
Yeah, but apparently they did their job. Star Wars fans love this.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, God, he just keeps falling.
He's hitting every beam on the way down.
I seen an edit by Maddox, the best page in the universe.
Yeah.
guy,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Where he cut it. I mean, it's a little clunky, but he cut it.
The
to
point
where
was to make it look like he kept
Yeah.
falling.
it just kept showing those same shots, like he fell for like 20 minutes
Right.
on the slump pit. And then Jin and Krennic just keep looking. He just keeps falling. Now here's, if we are to get any emotion from the film at all, here's our scene.
Yeah.
Donnie Yen is the most likable character.
Yeah.
I mean, the robot has some funny lines, but he's not likable because he's a robot, I guess, to
Yeah.
me. But,
But now his partner has the faith in the Force,
yes.
and he will kill less stormtroopers than he did before and die.
Yeah, this is a little letdownish, too. I mean, at least, maybe not faith in the Force or whatever, but at least just really, really badass revenge violence. And
Oh, sure.
he really doesn't quite get there. But instead, he shoots a couple of them and then just dies.
But so gritty. And you know what? I can finally take the Star Wars universe seriously.
And you know what? He makes a sacrifice. Because this is a movie about sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.